Hi, chào các bạn. Lâu quá không gặp. A lot of us are in a weird situation right now because of the virus. Since we are staying home a lot, why don't we spend more time learning Vietnamese? Here are a series of lessons related to the current situation. You can find more lessons like these on our website learnvietnamesewithannie.com, and also don't forget to check out our storybooks and audiobooks on Amazon. Okay, let's get started. Bài học hôm nay tên là sống chậm,
which means literally live slowly. To live slowly, and this expression is quite common these days. It's in fashion, right?
Dạ đúng rồi.
And what does it mean? Well, it means, as it sounds, it means to live a life that is more leisurely than it might otherwise be. Have enough downtime, chill out more than you might, don't work too hard, that kind of thing, right?
Đúng rồi.
And the reason that it's in particularly common usage these days is because of the coronavirus situation, right?
Dạ đúng.
So Vietnam is in the middle of a partial lockdown, right? So people are spending more time at home.
Dạ.
Fewer people are going to work. People are not socializing. So everyone is looking on the bright side and talking about, oh, now we can live slowly.
Dạ đúng rồi.
Right.
Trong bài học hôm nay, mình sẽ có hai người bạn tên là Yên và An.
So this dialogue features two friends, a woman called In and a man whose name is An. And before we listen to them, we just want to mention the pronouns that they use to address each other. And those pronouns are for the man,
Ông,
and for the woman.
bà,
But what's the word for I?
tôi.
Okay, so those two previous pronouns are for addressing the other person as you, right?
Đúng rồi.
And so these pronouns are common between friends of similar age, right?
Đúng.
Okay.
Bây giờ mình nghe ha. Dạo này ông sao rồi?
Hey, tôi mới bị mất việc nè.
Vậy là hên cho ông đó.
Ủa, sao hên?
Giờ ông có thể sống chậm.
Sống chậm là sao?
Thì mình ngồi, mình suy nghĩ nè, ra công viên ngắm hoa nè, đọc sách nè.
Đúng là có thể, nhưng tôi không làm đâu bà ơi.
Sao không?
Tại tôi đâu có giàu như bà, tôi phải kiếm việc làm. Với tôi, ngắm hoa không phải là sống chậm, mà là chết chậm.
Dạo này ông sao rồi?
Hey, tôi mới bị mất việc nè.
Vậy là hên cho ông đó.
Ủa, sao hên?
Giờ ông có thể sống chậm.
Sống chậm là sao?
Thì mình ngồi, mình suy nghĩ nè, ra công viên ngắm hoa nè, đọc sách nè.
Đúng là có thể, nhưng tôi không làm đâu bà ơi.
Sao không?
Tại tôi đâu có giàu như bà, tôi phải kiếm việc làm. Với tôi, ngắm hoa không phải là sống chậm, mà là chết chậm.
Rồi, bây giờ mình phân tích một chút nha.
Okay, let's go through the dialogue line by line. The woman says, "These days, how are you?"
Dạo này, ông sao rồi?
Okay, so the first part there means these days.
Dạo này.
These days, nowadays. And how are you? What means how are you?
Sao rồi? Ông sao rồi?
Right. Now, so when you meet somebody, you can say that, and it means how are you, right? But this is really for if you meet someone that you haven't seen for a while, right?
Chính xác, dạ.
So it's like saying, how have you been? How are you doing nowadays? Long time no see, right?
Đúng rồi.
And the man sighs, and he says, I just lost my job.
Tôi mới bị mất việc nè.
Okay, here's a depressingly useful phrase, to lose one's job.
Bị mất việc.
Okay, that's literally lose job. Right? And he says, I just lost my job, and then he follows that with a particle, and that is
Nè.
right. So this particle at the end is the showing particle, and this particle is used typically when you are showing someone something, right?
Dạ đúng.
So that could be something physical, like, you know, you're pointing something out, an elephant over there, or maybe a birthday cake, right, or something. But it's also used sometimes when you're giving some news, right?
Đúng rồi.
And it's kind of metaphorical because you're kind of giving someone this image of this event, right?
Chính xác dạ.
So it's the showing particle, but it's kind of metaphorical. So he lost his job, and the woman says, then lucky for you.
Vậy là hên cho ông đó.
Then lucky for you. What's the word for lucky?
Hên.
So lucky for you.
Hên cho ông.
And she also ends her sentence with a particle, and the particle here is...
Đó.
Right, this particle, very common, and it comes at the end of statements of fact, or statements of proposed fact, right?
Dạ đúng rồi.
So the man is kind of surprised. He's lost his job. She's saying that he's lucky, so he says, oh, lucky. Why? Why lucky?
Ủa, sao hên?
And the woman explains, now you can live slowly.
Giờ ông có thể sống chậm.
Right, so she's a fan of the live slowly trend. Now you can live slowly. What's the word for now?
Giờ.
All right, people might sometimes use the expanded word for now, which would be...
Bây giờ.
Right, but people also often just use the second part of that, right?
Giờ.
Yeah, and the man says, live slowly is what?
Sống chậm là sao?
So that's how you can ask what something means, right? So you say the term, and then you say...
Là sao?
So what do you mean by that? What is the meaning of that term? So the woman explains, gives some examples about living slowly. She says, well,
Thì
we sit and think,
mình ngồi, mình suy nghĩ nè.
go out to the park and look at flowers,
Ra công viên ngắm hoa nè.
read books.
Đọc sách nè.
Right. So she's offering 3 examples, right? So this is a list of
Dạ đúng.
3 things.
Dạ.
And after she specifies each item on this short list, she adds a particle, and that particle is...
Nè.
So that's the showing particle again, right?
Đúng.
So we just saw the showing particle when the man told his friend that he has lost his job, right? So here again, she's not really showing something to anyone, but she's using the showing particle in a very specific usage, and that is when we're giving someone a list of examples of something, right?
Dạ.
So when you say, well, for example, this and that, then you might want to add the particle
Nè.
to the end of each example.
Đúng rồi.
Right, and her first example is we sit and think.
Mình ngồi, mình suy nghĩ.
What's the word for we?
Mình.
Okay, and the meaning of we here is like the general we, right? So we might even say you, right? You
Yeah.
or one or we. So, and that word is...
Mình.
Right, so you can use that to talk about we in general, right? People in general. So we sit, what's the word for sit?
Ngồi.
And then the word for think.
Suy nghĩ.
Okay, and just an interesting little grammatical point here. In English, we might say we sit and think. But the Vietnamese just says literally we sit, we think. There's no and.
Dạ.
So in this kind of situation, the Vietnamese don't use and, right?
Dạ đúng.
Okay. And the second example is we go to the park and look at flowers. So what is the phrase to look at flowers?
Ngắm hoa.
Okay, the second part of that is the word for flowers.
Hoa.
And the first word there is the word to look at.
Ngắm.
Okay, now there's lots of ways to talk about looking at things in Vietnamese as in English. So this word is used specifically to talk about looking at something and to appreciate its beauty, right?
Đúng rồi.
So you look at flowers. What's that word again?
Ngắm hoa.
Okay, to look at flowers. Can you give us another thing that we might look at that we would use this word to describe?
Ngắm hoàng hôn.
So that's look at the sunset.
Đúng rồi. Yeah.
Something beautiful. All right, now the man listens to her suggestion about living slowly and he says, yes, that's possible,
Đúng là có thể,
but I don't do it.
nhưng tôi không làm đâu, bà ơi.
Okay, so yes, that's possible literally looks like correct is possible. What's that phrase again?
Đúng là có thể.
So it's like, it's true that that's possible, right? But
Yeah.
then he says, but. So this phrase here is a useful phrase if you want to refuse someone's suggestion, right? If I suggest something to you,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you have lots of time in the lockdown, so maybe you want to learn to dance, and you can say,
Đúng là có thể, nhưng.
okay, so yeah, I could do that, but no. So that's what that phrase can be used for.
Yeah.
Okay, and the woman says, why not? Why don't you do it?
Sao không?
And he tells her, because I'm not rich like you.
Tại tôi đâu có giàu như bà.
Okay, I'm not rich. What's the word for not?
Đâu có.
Right, this is like a very common word for not or for negation.
Yeah.
And it's just quite strong, right?
Đúng rồi.
So he could easily have said, which other word?
Không.
Yeah, that's like the typical word for,
Yeah.
to say not, but this way is the same meaning, but it's a bit stronger, right?
Dạ đúng rồi.
So I'm not rich. What's the word for rich?
Giàu.
And then like.
Như.
So I'm not rich like you. I guess we can say also I'm not rich as you.
Dạ.
I'm not as rich as you. And he goes on, I have to look for a job.
Tôi phải kiếm việc làm.
Okay, very useful phrase for many people, to look for a job.
Kiếm việc làm.
Okay, the first part means to look for,
Kiếm
and then job.
việc làm.
Great. And then he says, for me,
Với tôi,
looking at flowers isn't living slowly.
ngắm hoa không phải là sống chậm,
It's dying slowly.
mà là chết chậm.
Right, I guess he means if he spends all day looking at flowers and not looking for work, then he's going to have no money and his life
chính
is
xác.
going to fail, right?
Dạ.
Okay, so there's lots of little things in the sentence, right? So at the beginning he says, for me. What's that?
Với tôi.
Okay, literally looks like with me. But this word that we often say means with can often be translated into English as for. So for me, from my perspective.
Dạ đúng.
Okay. Looking at flowers isn't living slowly, it's dying slowly. Now there's a structure here which is very useful and common, and the structure is something is not this, it is that. It's not A, it's B, right? It's not living slowly, it's dying slowly. Can you give us the framework for that structure?
Không phải là, mà là.
Okay, one more time.
Không phải là,
A,
mà là.
B, right? It's not A, it's B. Could you give us another example so we can see that structure working in another way?
Không phải là vi khuẩn, mà là virus.
Okay, so it's not a bacteria, it's a virus. Good example, very topical.
Rồi, Bây giờ mình nghe lại một lần nữa ha. Dạo này ông sao rồi?
Hey, tôi mới bị mất việc nè.
Vậy là hên cho ông đó.
Ủa, sao hên?
Giờ ông có thể sống chậm.
Sống chậm là sao?
Thì mình ngồi, mình suy nghĩ nè, ra công viên ngắm hoa nè, đọc sách nè.
Đúng là có thể, nhưng tôi không làm đâu bà ơi.
Sao không?
Tại tôi đâu có giàu như bà. Tôi phải kiếm việc làm. Với tôi, ngắm hoa không phải là sống chậm, mà là chết chậm.
These days.
Dạo này.
How have you been?
Sao rồi?
Lose one's job.
Bị mất việc.
Lucky.
Hên.
Now.
Giờ.
What does mean?
Là sao?
Sit.
Ngồi.
Think.
Suy nghĩ.
Look at.
Ngắm.
Not.
Đâu có.
Rich.
Giàu.
Like. As.
Như.
Look for.
Kiếm.
Job.
Việc làm.
For me.
Với tôi.
Not A, but B.
Không phải A mà là B.